Hello everyone, welcome to Coding Intuition. Today we are going to understand string compression question from LeetCode. Let us quickly understand what question is saying. This question has given us an array of strings as an input. Each string has only one character, so that's why it is called chars. So what we have to do, we have to compress the strings. As we can see in the first example, we have two A's here. We have converted it into A2. We have two B's here. We have converted it into B2. We have three C's here. We have converted it into C3. So that's what we have to do. We have to count the consecutive elements and convert them into their respective number. Let us see in another example to understand it much better. As we can see, we have single A here, so we don't have to convert it into A1 because that will increase the size of the our array, not compress it. And similarly, as we can see, we have 12 B's here. We have to convert it into B12. So one thing to notice here is that we cannot write 12 in a single string, as this is an array of characters. So we have to split 12 in characters as well. And another important thing in this question is that we cannot use any extra space. We have to mutate this array of chars in itself only and return the size of the new array, whatever the new array size of new array is. As we can see, the size of new array is here is 6, and we have to mutate this original array only. We cannot use any extra space in this question. So I hope that makes the question very clear. So let us just quickly jump to solution. So solution to this question is very intuitive in itself. We can use simple two pointer approach to solve this question. So let us quickly understand with the help of this diagram here. So we have kept a one pointer at index 1 and one pointer at index 0. So let us just trace the complete array and understand how it is working. So first of all, what we will be doing is we will be comparing the two adjacent elements. We will compare I and I minus 1 with each other and check if they are equal. If they are equal, we will do nothing. We will just increment the count and move the pointer ahead. We have incremented the count to 2 and we'll set the count 1 initially every time. Okay, so we will move it ahead, pointer to next index. We have moved it to 2 index. So now, as we can see, the index I minus 1 and I are not equal. If these indexes are not equal, what we will be doing is whatever is at I minus 1 index, we will put that in our character array. We will put, as we can see, the A is at I minus 1 index. We'll put that at our second pointer. Wherever the second pointer is, we have to start that from 0. Wherever the second pointer is, we will put whatever is inside the I minus 1. We will put inside our second pointer. Okay, and we will move this pointer ahead. And now we will see whatever is inside the count. We will convert that into a string. Yes, firstly we will convert that into the string and check its length. If uh, uh, if whatever its length is, we have to just trace the string and add whatever is in the count string one by one here. With another example of the count greater than 2 digits, it will be more clear. We will see that later. So we will put 2 at this place. Okay, so as we have done the count, okay, and increment the counter once again. And now, as our counter string is has only one character, so it is done. Now we will again move to our another pointer. So we will increment, and after this is done, we will set our counter again to 1. Okay, so now we will again increment this to next. And now again, as we can see, I and I minus 1 is same, so we will do nothing. We will just increment the counter and move it to the next position. And now, as we can see, again there are different elements at I minus 1 and at I. So what we will be doing is we will put whatever is at I minus 1 at our current position of our pointer. So I hope that makes it very clear now. And again, we will convert whatever is in our count to string and iterate over that string and put it here. Okay, similar to the before. And again, as we are done, we will increase our pointer and set our counter to 1 again. So now we will again go to our first pointer and increment it by 1. As now we can see, I minus 1 and I are equal to each other, so we will do nothing. We will just increment this counter to 2, and again we will move ahead and again we can see I minus 1 and I is equal, so we will increment this to 3 this time. And as now again we increment this, and we will move out. When we move out of the bounds, we will stop automatically, or we can stop when they are not equal to each other. So now we move out of bounds, we will stop again, and we will check whatever is at this pointer, whatever is at I minus 1 we will put at this pointer, and whatever is inside our count we will convert that to a string and iterate over that string, and we'll put whatever in that string one by one here by increasing the counter. Okay, so at the end our this pointer will be here, and that will be the length of this string. Basically this index will be 5 and it will become 6 after we end our loop. So basically we will be returning 6 in the return, and this array of strings in the return. Okay, so let us just quickly understand another example to get more clarity on this. So as we can see, so as we can see here in this example, we have 1a and 12 b's. So first of all, what we will be doing is we will put our first pointer here and check this similar to this. It is not similar. We will just put whatever is in I minus 1 at this place, and again we will see if these are equal. We will go up to 12 this time. Okay, and we our second pointer will be here again. So we will be putting b here. Now this time we have 12 inside our count. So what we will be doing is we will convert it to string and loop over 12. So one by one we will loop over 12 and put whatever is in our count here, like this. So I hope this makes it very clear what algorithm we have to write. Let us just quickly jump to the code and see how we can write the code for this. So now let us quickly understand the code for this. So as in this solution, as we have said, we have two pointers here. So one pointer is set to 1 and another pointer is set to 0. Every time we will checking I and I minus 1. Okay, so if they are equal, we will increment the counter and do nothing. And if they are not equal, we will go in our else statement and check if the current counter is greater than 1. So if it is equal to 1, what we have to do, we have to do nothing. We have to just put whatever is in I minus 1 at our second pointer. As we can see in this example, uh, here is an a, and we have just put it a here as it is. We don't bother about count in that case if count is 1. Okay, so now if count is greater than 1, what will we be doing is, firstly we will put whatever is at I minus 1 at our new index, and we will increment that, and then we will converting the our current count to a string. Okay, so as we convert our current count to string, then we will iterate over it. As we iterate over it, we will put whatever is inside our current count string to our new index. Okay, and we will also increment we are also increment new index here. Okay, so let us quickly understand it by these examples again. So as we can see here, our count will be 2, so we will be putting 2 in here, and here our count will be 12, so we will be iterating over our array completely. And as this is let us just say our pointer is 12, so first of all, one will come here and we'll put in the array of chars, and two will come here, we'll put in array of chars. So and that is the simple algorithm for this. And here I have not gone for I equal to the size. I have not gone out of the point inside the loop. So because I think it is easy for beginners to understand, when the loop ends we also need to check uh, uh, when the array ends and our pointer go out of the bounds here. So we also need to check, for example in this case the count will remain 3, and we didn't have added in our cache, so we have to add that, the same logic, but it is outside the loop. We can also write inside the loop by adding some more conditions and going it up to size. Okay, and another thing, same here then as in this case, there are only a's here, so in this case else condition will run as size is less than 1, and we will put the character after the loop ends. Okay, and we will return whatever is in new index at the end. So I hope that is clear. And this code, can find this code in the description. And thank you so much for watching. Hope it helps you.